Hey, what's up? It's Thursday. Let's see what's going on in the markets. Retail's chasing the AI headline spike, but the deeper macro story is the structural fragmentation of the OPEC as Iraq threatens an exit alongside oil prices, which are already not doing too hot. So we're seeing capital aggressively rotate out of the energy area and into tech hardware and yield-sensitive sectors ahead of the PCE data. Revenues fading, central banks are hawkish, and we got XLU and MU looking pretty hot this morning. We'll go over that. And first, let's look at our positions and see how they're doing. Okay. We got into StarBucks yesterday, and that was a pretty good setup. We had been watching StarBucks for a while if you've been following. Price touched the 200-day moving average, went up. I felt like I missed the move, but then price went down to retest that 99 area. And we were watching it, and I noticed that price had went through the alert that I had set above the 101.67 area, which was forming a consolidation, which happened to be the March 12th area. So this price has been going up and down in this zone ever since March. So put a 15-minute watcher on it, got filled at a good price, and we're hoping that it fills the gap up to the 107. I might make that a little conservative to like 106, but for right now, it's looking pretty solid. So, looking pretty good. And then let's see. Nice. CCL, that says, okay, let's check on Geo. It's going to be a slow grinder. We have a really high price target on it, so we're going to be watching this for a while. Low volume pullback, looking pretty good. CVS. It's definitely, wow, what is going on with that? This is definitely not looking too great. This is probably going to stall out. I'm going to move the stop up to this area. Just a little closer to the immediate low there. So I'm going to move it up to like this price. Okay. Okay, make a note of that. I'm wanting to be a high type pullback, but it's just not moving, so I need to get out of there. This is a formal Fable 5 guy. Price is exploding up. So we're going to move the stop Let's see. 79. Okay, we need to move the break even regardless. And that is 83. So is that 83? Let's give it like a wiggle room there in case we have spread price issues. So what would that look like? Yeah, I'm fine with that. Okay, not too bad. PBI, we're back to break even on this guy. It's just further floating around, wide stop in place. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, PBI, okay, LIN. Just further consolidating. We're going to hold. NTB. Why is it doing that? Okay, price is above our fill, but it's continuing to consolidate. I'm going to put an alert just so I'm aware. Okay. FISI. This has been our poster child of a good consolidator. Is this a pullback? No, it's a consolidator, but it looks like a pullback, which is interesting. Okay, so price went above the recent double top and sitting right at that. That's really interesting. So stop loss remains. CSX tried to push out further consolidation, but at least it's forming a pullback, higher low. Stop loss remains. Monster. Monster is retested yesterday, the previous day, and then was not able to close above. We're at break even. Might want to consider moving this up a bit. Price goes here, goes up. It's going to retest this low probably. We're just going to leave it open. Okay. And PANW. We have a wide stop on this. We're above our fill. I was not able to get up. Just to free up some capital here, I might move this up just to before below there. Okay. Okay, looking at the box scanner this morning, this came back as a pretty decent buy. Let's check it out. Box scanner, DAKT. So we're building the box scanner internally. If you've been following along, trying to see what this looks like, we do have capital deployed on this strategy. This came back as a 100, and we have a buy order out there above the consolidation high. It looks like they had some earnings that we're seeing some selling on that, probably retesting the low to then bounce back out. So we'll be watching that for a while. And then obviously everybody's watching Micron this morning. They had really good earnings last night. So we're watching to see what happens. I might do a 15-minute wait. So here's the setup that I would do on Micron. Yesterday's high was, what was it? 1, 2, 1, 3, 5, 6. So that's yesterday's high. Okay, I'm gonna put a 15-minute watcher on this guy, and we'll see if it beats that. So basically what I'm gonna do on Micron, I'll put a 15-minute. I put a marker on the yesterday's high. We're gonna watch at 15. If it keeps above it, and the next 15 candle is above the first 15 candle, we'll probably start a long position just to see what happens. Let's look at our USDJPY trade for our currencies. We've entered this back in Monday. Looking at the 4-hour, it's still rising up into consolidation. The last the last day, it was rising up on high volume, which is a good sign. It keeps floating around our fill. We do have a 163 target on this, so we'll see what happens on that. Let's run through just some stuff in our watch list to see if there's anything interesting. We had a buy order on Novo Nordisk, and it's back to that area. That's really interesting. I might put that back on. It's at 48.17 on the daily, which would be above that range as it tries to go to the 200-day. So yeah, we might do a small buy order on that. We're in SBUX. New course going down on a pullback. So I'm going to put an alert on that. Corning would be a really good morning watcher. So we'll be watching that. The video's getting hammered. CVS. FBLA, we're in that position. Macy's, I'm just going to forget about that Macy's order, and I want to make sure I cancel that because I don't like I mean, it is a lower volume more or less, but I don't know. I have to keep watching up. We had a leadership order on USB. I don't know if it FTNT. I have to see if we have a buy order on that because that looks really good. That's a high and tight, basically. Okay, so we're done with that. That looks good. Let's check out the signals real quick, and then we're done. Sometimes you find some cool stuff in there. Leadership. Okay. Some of these we pretty much looked at this morning. Target. How's Target breaking out? On high volume too. So we're going to watch Target and see if we can get a piece of that. Okay. That's all I got.